India's history is a treasure trove of unsolved mysteries, tales that leave us with more questions than answers. In the 1500s, a time of empires and intrigue, the land was rife with secrets that still baffle us today. In this countdown, we're uncovering 10 of the most perplexing crime mysteries from 16th century India. From enigmatic assassinations to treasures that vanished without a trace, each story is steeped in history and unanswered questions. Could these mysteries ever be solved? Let's dive in, starting with number 10, each mystery bringing us closer to the most chilling of them all. In the mid-1500s, the Sultanate of Malwa was plagued by a series of assassinations targeting key nobles and advisors. The killings happened at night, and no witnesses ever came forward. Dubbed the Shadow Assassin, the perpetrator's identity remains unknown to this day. The first victim was a general who had just returned victorious from battle. Found in his chambers with a single dagger wound, no one heard a struggle or saw an intruder. Over the next 2 years, 6 more high-ranking officials met the same fate, all killed in their homes under eerily similar circumstances. Theories about the assassin's identity abound. Some suspect a disgruntled noble seeking to weaken the Sultan's power. Others believe it was a foreign agent working to destabilize Malwa before its eventual fall to the Mughal Empire. Despite heightened security, the murders stopped as suddenly as they began. Fun fact: the legend of the Shadow Assassin has inspired folklore and even theatrical plays in modern-day Madhya Pradesh. Was this a lone wolf or an organized conspiracy? The truth remains locked in the shadows of history. The Amber Throne of Mewar was said to be a symbol of divine power, but in the 1500s, it became the center of a mysterious crime. Shortly after being installed in the palace of Rana Sanga, the throne was stolen in a daring heist. To this day, no one knows how the thieves bypassed the palace's heavily guarded gates or where the throne was taken. Historical records suggest the throne, made of rare amber and studded with gems, was believed to have protective powers for the ruler who sat upon it. Its disappearance weakened morale in the kingdom and left many questioning whether it had been an inside job. Theories range from betrayal by palace insiders to the work of an ambitious rival king. Others believe it was cursed, with legends claiming that anyone who tried to use the throne for personal gain would meet a tragic end. Fun fact: a replica of the Amber Throne was created in the late 19th century, but the original has never been recovered. Was it melted down, sold off, or hidden in plain sight? The curse, or the crime, remains unsolved. The Kohinoor diamond is one of the most famous jewels in history, but few know of its alleged twin, a diamond of similar size and brilliance that mysteriously vanished in the early 1500s. Historical accounts suggest that the two diamonds were part of the treasury of the Kakatiya dynasty, later seized by the Delhi Sultanate. While the Kohinoor eventually became part of the Mughal treasury, its twin seemed to disappear without a trace during the chaotic period of political upheaval in 16th century India. Some believe it was stolen by a rival faction during the transfer of the treasury. Others suggest it was intentionally hidden to prevent it from falling into enemy hands. No definitive records of the diamond's fate exist. Some scholars speculate that it may have been broken into smaller gems and sold across international markets, while others believe it could still be hidden in a secret location. Fun fact: a few unverified claims link the twin diamond to the Orlov diamond, now part of Russia's imperial collection. But no conclusive evidence supports this. Whether it was stolen, hidden, or destroyed, the Kohinoor's twin remains one of history's great lost treasures. Golconda Fort, known for its strategic importance and as a hub of diamond trading, witnessed a gruesome crime in the mid-1500s. One night, more than 30 merchants and guards were found brutally murdered in their quarters. What made this massacre especially chilling was the precision. It seemed coordinated, with no signs of resistance. The killings occurred shortly after a shipment of diamonds, including some of the finest stones mined in India, had arrived at the fort. When authorities searched the premises, they found the vaults empty. The diamonds, worth a fortune, had vanished. Despite an extensive investigation, the culprits were never identified. Theories about the massacre abound. Some suggest it was the work of a rival trading faction seeking to disrupt Golconda's monopoly on diamonds. Others believe it was an inside job orchestrated by corrupt officials within the fort. Folklore even speaks of a curse that befell those who hoarded the region's diamonds. Fun fact, Golconda's diamond trade was so renowned that it attracted traders from as far as Persia and Europe. The massacre and theft remain one of the darkest chapters in the fort's history, shrouded in mystery and fear. In 1576, a lavish feast was held in honor of Prince Daniel, the youngest son of Mughal Emperor Akbar. The occasion was meant to celebrate his military achievements, but the night ended in tragedy when several key guests, including the prince himself, succumbed to poisoning. The incident shocked the royal court, as no one could determine who had orchestrated the attack. While Daniel survived, the poisoning left many officials dead, creating a power vacuum in the Mughal administration. Suspicion fell on rival factions within the court, but no evidence was ever found. Some historians suggest that the poison was meant for Emperor Akbar himself, with Daniel accidentally becoming the target. Theories range from an ambitious noble's attempt to secure influence to an external plot by the neighboring Rajput kingdoms. Despite the court's best efforts to uncover the truth, the mystery of who poisoned the feast remains unsolved. Fun fact, Mughal records indicate that the poison used was derived from a rare herb, and the cooks who prepared the meal were interrogated extensively. Their testimonies, however, revealed no conclusive leads. This unsolved crime highlights the intense political intrigue of the Mughal Empire. In the late 1500s, Varanasi, Kashi, was a thriving center of trade and pilgrimage, with frequent shipments of gold sent to temples as offerings. But between 1570 and 1580, records show that multiple shipments of gold disappeared en route, leaving behind no clues of theft or foul play. The gold was typically transported via caravans guarded by soldiers, yet these convoys seemed to vanish without a trace. Witnesses claimed that no ambushes or attacks were reported along the trade routes, further deepening the mystery. The most infamous case involved a shipment of over 1,000 gold coins, which never reached its intended temple. Some believe the disappearances were orchestrated by corrupt guards who staged the thefts and fled with the loot. Others point to bandits who operated under the radar, using sophisticated methods to evade detection. A more dramatic theory suggests that rival kingdoms intercepted the shipments to weaken Kashi's influence. Fun fact, local legends speak of ghostly figures said to haunt the routes where the gold disappeared, leading to superstitions that the treasures were cursed. Despite centuries of speculation, the fate of the lost Kashi gold remains unknown. Chand Bibi, the courageous ruler of Ahmednagar, was a key figure in resisting Mughal expansion in the late 1500s. However, her legacy took a dark turn when she was mysteriously killed in 1599 during the siege of Ahmednagar. Historical records suggest that she was betrayed and assassinated by her own soldiers, but the exact circumstances remain shrouded in mystery. Some accounts claim that Chand Bibi was falsely accused of conspiring with the Mughal forces, leading to a mutiny among her troops. Others believe that a faction within the Ahmednagar court orchestrated her murder to consolidate power. Her death marked a turning point in the siege, allowing the Mughals to capture the fort soon after. Theories about her death have persisted for centuries. Was she a victim of political treachery, or was her assassination a tragic misunderstanding? Despite being a historical figure of immense significance, the details surrounding her death are frustratingly elusive. Fun fact, Chand Bibi was often depicted as a warrior queen, and her bravery is celebrated in folklore across Maharashtra and Karnataka. Her mysterious death remains a poignant reminder of the dangers faced by rulers in India's tumultuous 16th century. The fall of the Vijayanagara Empire in 1565, after the Battle of Talikota, is one of the most significant events in Indian history, but it also gave rise to one of its strangest mysteries. After the empire's defeat, several of its top generals reportedly vanished without a trace. These were military leaders who had commanded large forces and played key roles in defending the empire. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the generals fled into the forests surrounding Hampi after the battle. However, despite extensive searches, no bodies were found, nor were there any reports of their capture or execution by the victorious Deccan sultanates. Theories about their disappearance have ranged from desertion to exile. One of the more intriguing theories suggests that the generals faked their deaths and continued their lives in secrecy, perhaps even working as mercenaries in distant regions. Others believe they were killed by their own forces to prevent them from defecting to the enemy. Fun fact: local legends in the Hampi region speak of spectral warriors guarding hidden treasures, thought to be the missing generals' wealth. Whether they escaped, were killed, or vanished into history, their fate remains an enigma. Ibrahim Adil Shah II of Bijapur was one of the most prominent rulers of the Deccan, known for his patronage of art and culture. But his reign was marked by a scandalous tragedy, the mysterious murder of his queen, Chand Sultana, in the late 1500s. Found dead in her private quarters, Chand Sultana's death shocked the court, and rumors of foul play quickly spread. The official explanation suggested that she died of natural causes, but this was met with widespread skepticism. Her death came at a time of political turmoil, as rival factions within the court vied for power. Some historians believe she was poisoned by a noble family that sought to weaken Ibrahim's influence. Another theory posits that she was killed by foreign agents attempting to destabilize the Bijapur Sultanate. Despite an official investigation, no culprits were ever identified, and the case was quietly closed. Fun fact: Chand Sultana's death is often confused with that of another Chand Bibi, adding to the confusion surrounding her story. Her mysterious murder remains a shadow over an otherwise enlightened reign, a testament to the perilous intrigues of royal courts. At the top of our list is the mysterious case of the Peshwa treasure. Although associated with the 18th century, its roots are traced to a treasure reportedly amassed during the late 1500s. This vast collection of gold, jewels, and artifacts was said to be hidden by a powerful Maratha family, fearing Mughal invasions. Legends claim that the treasure was cursed to protect it from looters, with dire consequences for anyone who tried to claim it. Over the centuries, numerous attempts to locate it have been made, all ending in failure or tragedy. Stories of treasure hunters meeting untimely deaths or losing their fortunes are common in the region. Theories about the treasure's location range from secret underground chambers to hidden forest caves. Despite advanced technology and years of research, the Peshwa treasure has never been found, leading many to believe the curse is real. Fun fact: the story of the Peshwa treasure has inspired countless novels and films in India, blending history with myth. While skeptics dismiss it as folklore, the allure of the hidden treasure and its curse continues to fascinate adventurers and historians alike. From vanishing treasures to unexplained murders, these mysteries from 16th century India remind us that history is full of unanswered questions. Each tale leaves us wondering about the secrets that may never be uncovered, buried in the sands of time. Whether it's betrayal, ambition, or pure chance, these stories highlight the complex web of power, intrigue, and fate in India's past. Which of these mysteries intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating stories from history.